Hi everybody, so this is Isha Snehal and today I'm going to talk about UWorld and how to use it. Well, it is the most important resource for step one after first aid, or almost as important as first aid. And you can't go into step one without using UWorld because it's like a simulation for all the questions and what are the kind of explanations that you need to know to answer any question. So please use UWorld. And so, what is it? It is an online based service which is time bound. So, there's a 1 month, a 3 month, 6 month, and a year subscription that's available. It's up to you according to your timeline and your the amount you want to invest, but it's advised to go for the 6 month and the year subscription for two reasons. First of all, that the average amount of time that you use to prepare for step one is like 8 to 9 months, and this timeline is sort of a safe bet. Like 6 month and a year's option is a safe bet because UWorld questions should go hand in hand with your prep. When you're studying for something, you should always test it by using these this question bank. So what I would do is, and what my seniors also did, was to actually read first aid or watch videos, whatever you're preparing. And suppose you're studying something and now you want to test yourself, so do at least 1 or 2 blocks a day. Depending on how much time you have to go over UWorld at least twice or thrice. Second reason why you should go for the 6 and the 1 year option is because there is a reset option there where you can actually reset all the questions you've done. So like if there are 3,500 questions and you're doing everything system wise, like usually you're studying something, today you're studying cardiology and you want to test yourself for cardiology, so you will actually tick that option in UWorld and set yourself a test. But when you're going over UWorld for the second time, it's advisable to do all the questions randomly. Also, the UWorld comes with two simulation tests, UWSAs 1 and 2, which are also great. They're also really good, and you can take them closer to the exam to test yourself. Like you can have a test day for yourself at home, and you can simulate the test day. Sit down and take the test together. So now I will walk you through the different components of UWorld and how you can use it better. So let's go. So I have some pictures of UWorld and I will walk you through how this whole process is like and how you can use it better for your study. So this is the first thing that opens up once you log into it and you've activated your subscription. You can set up a date which will always flash on the upper right corner of your screen. Then the next one is so this is where you can see your performance. You can see the number of used and unused. It helps you keep a track of time over a long, the number of the long study sessions. Also, it tells you where your score is, like what is your percentage, and according to that, what's your percentile. Percentile means compared to the rest of the people who are taking UWorld, where you stand. So also it tells you the average time spent per question. So your target should be to spend less and less time on every question and to be able to also understand it in the same amount of time. Then again, if you've logged out of UWorld because of something, because of internet or whatever, you'll have some suspended tests and they show up here. You can always go back and go back to your tests. So also there's another graph that comes in here where you can map your performance over a period of time. It tells you whether your performance has been average, or has it been increasing, or has it been decreasing, depending on how you're performing. So this is an important one. Here is where you create a test. So there are two modes. There is a tutor on mode and a tutor off mode, and along with that there is a timed mode and an untimed mode. So when you switch on the tutor mode, every time you click the answer or you click the option you think is right, it will tell you whether your answer is right or wrong, and then it will also give you an explanation of it. If you switch on the timer, then even during the time is running, you will still have the software tell you whether your answer is right or wrong and give you an explanation. And when you untime it, of course, it's not timed, and you can take your own sweet time to finish the test. It's advised to take it in a tutor off manner and switch on the timer, because it gives you a practice to read the questions quickly and also be able to answer and analyze each option. So it's like how the test would be conducted. So it's better to go with the timed manner. And then when you finish the test, you will have all the explanations, and the software will tell you which answers were right and wrong. So you can always finish 40 questions and then revise the test and see where you went wrong. Then the question mode is for the used and unused questions. Here, of course, flashes how many questions you've not done or you've not visited yet. Then the incorrect section will bring up the incorrect questions from any test you've done. You can always click on that and just revise your incorrect questions. Create a test of only incorrect questions if you don't have time to go through the whole UWorld again. And here is marked wherein, like, if you have a particular question and you have not understood its concept, you can just flag it and it will show up here, and you can just click on the flagged questions and take a test of that, so that you know that you've revisited all the concepts that you wanted to. Okay, and this is where you can select your subjects. So the thing is that every question that UWorld throws at you is, I should not say every, but most of the questions in UWorld are in UWorld and Step 1 are integrated questions. So they're not limited to just one subject, but they're spread over 2 or 3 subjects. So it's better to click on all subjects when you're creating a test, and then click on one system, and even study that way in the first go. So this is what I learned in my CK better. And then you create a question, create a test where you have like number of questions. You can put in 40 and just mark create a test. So it's better to have 40 questions in one block, because that will train you for the exam. That's exactly how the exam is conducted. There are 40 questions in every block. So this is a picture of the left panel of UWorld, and here you can create a test, or you can check out previous tests. You can see your performance here, like I was talking about earlier. And then here you can also search for keywords, and your questions will pop up from UWorld, wherein that keyword is there. For example, if you type in SLE, questions that talk about SLE or have asked questions about SLE will come up. So it's a good tool. Then you can make notes or flashcards. Here you can put in whatever you want to remember. Flashcards are very useful because they are shorter, and you can select something from the explanation. You can right click and make a flashcard out of it. It's useful to go over your flashcards in the morning after you've taken the test, and it helps you consolidate what you've learned before. Then of course there's this reset option. When you reset everything other than flashcards and notes gets deleted, and the whole, all the questions get mixed up and are presented to you again, and you can start creating the test from scratch. Alright. If you like my video, then leave a big fat thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I will be back with the answers to your questions in my upcoming videos, and will try to provide as much value as I can. Otherwise, you can just hit me a message on Instagram, and I will be happy to help you out. And my Instagram ID is isha.snehal. And with that thought, bye.